Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stefan and I'm a recruitment manager for spa positions on cruise ships. I've also completed 6 contracts working at sea myself, so I know exactly what it takes to get on board. If you are getting ready to work on a cruise ship, one of the steps you will need to take is the Marlins English Test. Today I'm going to walk you through an example test, explain the types of the questions you might see, and give you tips to help you prepare and get the best possible results. Just a quick disclaimer, the Marlins English Test questions are different every time. Please don't try to memorize everything you see here. I'm showing this only as an example to help you understand the format and practice effectively. The goal is to improve your skills so you can do well on your own official test. The test is designed to check your listening, grammar, vocabulary, and reading comprehension, all in a maritime context. It's used by cruise lines, shipping companies, and offshore employers to make sure you can communicate effectively on board. The test usually has multiple choices questions, audio recordings, and short reading passages. Okay, let's log in. In the past video, we have explained step by step how to create an account and how to do the test and how to purchase the test as well. Right now we go to the test balance and we can see that we have one purchase test for Marlins English Language Test for cruise ship staff. So this is what we will be doing now. We have options: take the test, resume test, or practice test. Even though the option is presented here to resume the test, make sure I would advise to do the test at once. It takes around 40 to 45 minutes to do the whole test. Last time I did it in around 40 minutes and I scored 99%, but my video app that is recording failed to save the video, so I'm redoing it now. And we will be just going down and taking the test. You will be pressing generate some codes, generate codes, and take a test. You will be entering the details again. You will be adding your passport number here, date of birth, test location, you add the country where you're doing the test. Vessel type, you select the vessel type that you are going to work on. If you're one of my candidates, you will select cruise. Job type. So depending on what is the position that you are applying for, you will select your job type. If you are one of my candidates that is going for London Marlins Academy, you can press other and you put your job title. I will put personal trainer, save the details. You can practice the test again or press start test. So let's start with the test. I would advise you to put English. So this is an English language test. There are 60 questions. The recommended time to complete this test is around 45 minutes. There are 12 different types of question. For a full explanation how to use each question type and try some practice questions, click the practice test button now. Okay, when you're ready, you can start your test. Listen and then choose the correct answer. You can only play the audio twice. The waiter is talking to the cook. Why isn't the guest happy with the steak?
The guest isn't happy with his steak. He says he ordered it well done and that his steak is still quite rare.
It is well done. If I cook it in longer, it'll be as dry as bone and tough as a boots.
Oh, just do it the way he wants it, can't you? And stick it under the grill for a bit longer. Not everyone likes their meat dripping with blood like you do.
So after the listening, you can listen again, but we need to answer why is the guest unhappy with the steak. The guest is unhappy because the guest asked for the well done steak and it's not well done. That means it needs to be cooked or grilled longer. So the correct answer, it is underdone. And we are going next. Our guest is complaining about her room. When is it possible to move to a bigger cabin?
Are we able to get a larger room? We were expecting something bigger.
Let me just have a look and see if we can move you tomorrow. No, I'm sorry, the ship's completely full at the moment, so we can't offer you anything for the first week of the cruise. But we could upgrade you to a larger cabin for the second week if you're prepared to pay a supplement of $300.
So we're answering now the question, when is it possible to move to a bigger cabin? So it says it is possible only for the second week as the ship is full, and this is the answer that we are going to press. Probably because there is an upgrade charge, the guest is not going to like this, but for the second week is the only possibility to move to a bigger cabin. So this is the correct answer. The bartender is talking to a guest. What does she plan to do that evening?
Do you have any plans for this evening, madame?
I was planning on going to the theater, but a friend has talked me into going to the casino instead. It looks exciting, that's for sure. I might get lucky at roulette.
Have you played before, madame?
No, never. But I'm sure I'll get the hang of it. I'm pretty lucky at things like that. I often win on the slot machines.
Well, enjoy your evening, madame, and good luck.
So the bartender is talking to the guest. What does she plan to do that evening? So the correct answer is go to casino. She did mention slot machines, but she didn't say that she's going to play tonight. She just said that she gets lucky. So she mentions roulette. So we will be pressing go to the casino as the correct answer. A deck boy is describing how to play a game. Where do you throw the rope to score points?
I was wondering if you could show us how to play this game.
Deck boys, sure. You have to throw these small coils of rope over the pegs to score points, like this. The one with the most points wins. Make sure your foot is behind the line, otherwise it is a foul throw.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
So this is very straightforward. You just need to listen carefully. Where do you throw the rope to score points? Over the pegs. Let's just listen one more time.
I was wondering if you could show us how to play this game.
Deck boys, sure. You have to throw these small coils of rope over the pegs to score points, like this. The one with the most points wins. Make sure your foot is behind the line, otherwise it is a foul throw.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
Yeah, this is very easy. You just need to listen. Over the pegs is the correct answer. Where do you throw the rope to score points? Over the pegs. Next. A guest is reporting the loss of her purse to the front desk. What color is the purse?
Hello, can I help you, ma'am?
Yeah, I've lost my purse somewhere on board. I was wondering if anyone handed it in to the front desk.
What does it look like?
It's small, dark blue, and made of leather with metal straps. It's a Chanel and cost me a fortune.
I know we had a black one handed in last night and a brown one this morning. I'll go and have a look in the office just to make sure nothing else has been handed in.
So the correct answer is blue because this is the color of the guest bag. He does mention the other colors, so this might throw you off, but those are not the guest's bags. The blue one is the guest bag. So selecting blue and moving on. A waiter is serving food. What did the guest order?
Here's your food, sir. Vegetarian lasagna and Russian salad.
But I ordered chicken Kiev with rice.
So sorry, sir. I must have got the table numbers mixed up. I'll bring you your order right away.
What did the guest order? So the question is, what did the guest order? Waiter made a mistake and he brought vegetarian lasagna and Russian salad. The guest ordered chicken Kiev. So this is the correct one. So moving on. A waiter is talking to the guest. What bottle of wine did he order?
So you would like the French chicken crepes, a vegetable pie, and a Greek salad with a bottle of Californian wine. Is that right, sir?
No, it was vegetarian crepes with chicken pie.
Yes, sir. Vegetarian crepes and a chicken pie it is. I'll ask the wine waiter to bring you the wine.
So the correct answer is Californian wine. There is some other mistakes that the waiter made, but the Californian wine was the correct choice that she mentioned to the guest. So we will be selecting Californian and moving on. A guest is speaking to one of the entertainers. How long has she worked as a singer?
Hello. I hope I'm not bothering you. I wanted to tell you how much I enjoyed the show last night. You have a great voice.
Thank you.
How long have you been singing on board for?
Well, I guess it's been 3 years now.
Have you always been a singer?
Yes, it's the only job I've ever had. Before this job, I sang in a jazz club in New York for 2 years.
So the correct answer is actually 5.
Hello. I hope I'm not bothering you.
Let's listen
I wanted
again.
to tell you how much I enjoyed the show last night. You have a great voice.
Thank you.
How long have you been singing on board for?
Well, I guess it's been 3 years now.
Yeah.
Have you always been a singer?
Yes, it's the only job I've ever had. Before this job, I sang in a jazz club in New York for 2 years.
Yeah. So the guest asked her how long she has worked as a singer on board a ship, which she answered 3 years. But the question that we have here, how long has she worked as a singer altogether? So she worked on board 3 years and 2 years at home or on land, so in total 5 years. So it's very important to listen carefully and not jump immediately to answer. Two crew members are talking. When do they need to finish their work?
Seashore is rough today.
Yeah, the last time I can remember it being like this was 3 years ago.
It's going to make our job more difficult. We only have 2 days to complete the work.
Maybe we'll be able to get an extension. Even an extra day would help.
I doubt it. We'll just have to be careful.
When do they need to finish their work? So they're finishing, I assume, their contract in 2 days' time. And then one of the other is talking about extension, which can happen, but it's usually longer than just 1 day. And this is the first crew member that I saw asking for the extension. A guest is asking a steward for directions. What is the guest looking for?
Darn it, I'm going to be late for my appointment.
Can I help you, madam?
I'm looking for the beauty salon. I thought it was around here somewhere, but I can only see the souvenir store.
The beauty salon is 1 deck below, madam. Go down the main staircase here, then turn right, and the salon is halfway down the corridor on your left, next to the gym.
Amazing. So she's looking for the spa or beauty salon. How is it referred here? So this is the correct answer. Very straightforward. So we have different types of the questions. Now listen and choose the correct image to answer the question. So let's listen. Where did he have a steak and sandwich?
Has anyone handed in my mobile phone?
What make is it, sir?
A Samsung.
I just have a look. No, there's no mobile phone here. Can you remember where you lost it?
Well, I had a lot to drink last night. I started in the piano lounge where I had a few cocktails at happy hour. I know I had it on me then, as I remember taking down the phone number of a very attractive woman. Then I went to the Tropicana bar and had a few glasses of champagne. I know I had it there too, as I took some selfies with some of the other guests. And then I went and had a few beers in the pool bar. I must have had it there as I was putting photos on Instagram. And I finally ended up in the casino where I had a steak sandwich to try and sober up. I must have left it there, I guess.
So the question is, where did he have a steak sandwich? Even though they're talking about mobile phone, he did mention steak sandwich that he have eaten in casino. So this is the correct answer and we are going to move on. What is missing from the bathroom? Let's hear.
Why have you got a massive bottle of hand sanitizer on the table?
Don't you know? All crew are required to have a hand sanitizer in their cabins. It's part of the virus prevention procedures. Oh no, we haven't got any bleach left. We need to disinfect the whole cabin. I'll see if they got any in the next cabin.
Where's the bar of soap gone from the bathroom?
I didn't think the block of soap was very hygienic, so I've thrown it out. I was gonna replace it with antiseptic hand wash.
Well, you might have waited till I've been to the toilet. That's not exactly hygienic, is it?
So what is missing from the bathroom? The hand soap is missing from the bathroom. He replaced it because he wasn't thinking this is too hygienic, and then he didn't put the other type of the hand washer. So this is the correct answer. Listen and choose. Let's see.
Excuse me, madam. I need to stop you, as you haven't fastened your life jacket. Let me help you there.
Thank you. These life jackets aren't made for someone of my age with arthritic fingers.
Yes, they can be a bit stiff. I might need to tighten it a little.
Shouldn't I have a whistle to blow? I don't think this life jacket has one. I couldn't see it.
Yes, here it is.
Should I blow it now?
No, that won't be necessary. It's for attracting attention in the water.
You're not going to throw me into the sea, are you?
Certainly not. This is just a drill, madam.
And what about my light? It's not working.
I'll press it for you to check. It's okay, it's working.
Thank you. You are most helpful, young man. Oh, and should we take that life buoy with us?
No, we'll leave that where it is.
Okay, the question is, what does the woman think is missing? So what does she think is missing? Is the whistle. Of course, whistle is there, as we have heard in the conversation. So we select whistle and we press next. Which cocktail is good for celebrating special occasions?
Good evening and welcome to an evening of cocktail demonstrations. We'll be starting with the Pina Colada, made with fresh pineapple. This is definitely one of the most popular cocktails on board. Next, we'll move on to a Cosmopolitan, made with fresh lime juice, which is straightforward and not at all difficult to make. After that, we'll be making a banana daiquiri, which is a great celebration cocktail. If we have time, we can include a mojito, made with fresh mint. Don't worry, there'll be staff on hand to help you get back to your cabins at the end of the evening.
So the question is, which cocktail is good for celebrating special occasions? He did mention this one, the banana daiquiri, if I'm not mistaken. He did mention all the other cocktails, but this is for the celebrating special occasions. So selecting that and moving on. Which item is completely broken? Let's see.
Housekeeping.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. This remote control doesn't have any batteries in it, so I can't watch the TV.
I am sorry, someone must have removed them. I'll get replacements immediately.
And while you're here, this hairdryer definitely doesn't work. Look, my hair is wet and I can't dry it.
I do apologize. I'll bring you another one right away.
And before you go, is it possible to remove the smoke alarm? That flashing light keeps me awake at night.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but we have to have smoke alarms in all the cabins by law. I could get you an eye mask if that helps.
I suppose that will have to do. I hope it's silk though. I have very sensitive skin.
Okay, which item is completely broken? This would be a hair dryer, even though they mentioned the other things on here. They are working, just the hair dryer is completely broken. So moving on. Let's listen again. Listen and choose the correct answer. You can only... Okay.
What is the passenger's injury?
So what is the passenger injury? So on this type of the questions, we need to listen and then guess the answer on the question. The only answer that makes sense is she's broken her ankle, because other answers are not related to the question whatsoever. So she's broken her ankle is the only answer that makes sense. Let's go again.
Would it be possible for me to visit the bridge?
Would it be possible for me to visit the bridge? I'm sorry, I'm using it. This is not the correct one. Yes, that should be possible once we left the port. Yes, security took him back to his cabin. It's too rare. I wanted it. Well done. So the only possible answer is the second one. Yes, that should be possible once we've left the port.
Would it be possible for me to visit the bridge?
Yes, that should be possible once we've left the port. So this is the correct one. Moving on.
What are you going to wear for the fancy dress disco?
What are you going to wear for the fancy whatever disco? A pirate costume, I think. This is the only possible answer. You can hover vacuum. Doesn't make sense. He's boarding in Singapore. No. It sounds like no. So the correct one. And moving on. Let's see.
Why have you ordered so much soya milk?
Why have you ordered so much soya milk? No. One cabin, no. Maybe I can find my radio, because it's very popular with the Chinese passengers. One cabin doesn't have any, because it's very popular with the Chinese passengers. is the correct one.
Why have you ordered so much soya milk?
Why have you ordered so much soya milk? Because it's very popular with the Chinese passengers. So probably this is somebody that is ordering some stock on board a cruise ship, and he ordered a lot of soya milk because maybe the next voyage we are going to have a lot of Chinese passengers. So this is the correct answer. This might sound correct as well. One cabin doesn't have any, but it's just one cabin. So it wouldn't make sense. If you think about it, a lot of soya milk, it's not related to this.
What are those boats over there?
What are those boats over there? They could be fishing vessels or pirate skiffs. So this is the only possible answer because the other thing doesn't make sense. So moving on.
The casino doesn't open till 10 to 12.
10 to 12. So 10 to 12 is actually 11:50.
The casino doesn't open till 10 to 12.
Yeah, the correct answer is 11:50 because 10 to 12 is 11:50.
I would love to stay in touch. My email is taylor4297@hotmail.com.
So very easy, 4297@hotmail.com.
The bus from the port to the center takes about 25 minutes.
25 minutes.
The cruise ship can carry 2,419 guests.
2,419 guests. So this is a mid-sized vessel, a little on a smaller size.
The cruise ship can carry 2,419 guests.
Yeah, this is correct.
What's the 3-digit number on the back of your credit card? 214. Thanks.
214. Adding the word now to make the correct sentence. All the chefs know how to use the fire blanket. So we are asking the question, does all the chefs know how to use the fire blanket? This is how you ask the question in the third form, just doing the inversion. This is pretty much the present tense. So does all the chefs know how to use the fire blankets? Did would be the past, are, no, were, no. There have been several complaints about the room service recently. So there have been several complaints about the room service recently is the correct one. There will been, you cannot put will and been because been is the past tense. There were been also, this is not how you build the past tense. This is the, and there are been, so there have been several complaints. This is the correct one. The guest insisted on changing tables. The guest insisted on changing tables. The guest insisted of changing the tables. No. The guest insisted for changing tables. No. To changing. So on changing tables is the correct word to add here. Cabin 512 would like a wake-up call at 6 a.m. tomorrow. So would like is the form of the present future tense that you would be adding here. Cabin 512, this is no. 512 can like, you cannot build can like or use the future form in that regards. And need like, it doesn't make sense. So would like, this is how you build the future present tense. You can pay by credit card. You can pay by credit card if you prefer. So by credit with what? By cash or by credit card. So this is by is the only appropriate way of making this sentence correct when it comes to the grammar. The ship is going to anchor at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. So is going is also future tense that you are going to, this ship The ship have to doesn't make sense. The ship will to, because it has preposition to. This is why we need to put is going to anchor. So what were you doing when the storm hit is the past tense. So what were you doing when the storm hit? What do you doing? This is a present tense, so you cannot put do. It needs to be past because this is something that happened in the past. What did you doing? You cannot put did. And are no, as this is present form, so were you doing? How long have you been working at sea? How long have you been working at sea? On sea, in sea, for sea, at sea. How long have you been working at sea? Again, the correct way. Even though you are technically working on a cruise ship, but you are working at sea. The immigration form. Has the immigration form been fully completed? Has the only proper way to asking this question, because this is the past tense and this is the third phase question. So has the immigration form been fully completed? The movie starts at 9 p.m. Don't be late. So the movie starts at 9 p.m. Don't be late. So this is the correct one. The movie is going to start at 9 p.m. So if we had here is, we would be using going to start. If we had here the movie will be starting at 9 p.m. So if we had will be, we would be using starting. The movie starts, because it's the third form, we need to add s, so starts is the proper way. The movie starts at 9 p.m. Don't be late. We need to arrange the words now, rearrange the words to make the correct sentence. Smoking is not allowed in this lounge, sir. So smoking is not allowed in this lounge, sir. So we have smoking. Smoking is not allowed. This is all combination of the verb. In this lounge, so this is the place where he is smoking, sir. So in this lounge, smoking is not allowed in this lounge. So this is how you would be forming the sentence correctly. Would you, we're asking the question. So after would needs to go, we need to put the preposition that refers to face. So would you like, verb, some ice. So what would you like? Some ice with your drink, ma'am. Would you like some ice with your drink, ma'am, is the correct sentence. When, so again, when goes first. Would you like, when would you like a table when would you like to reserve a table for? When would you like to reserve a table for? So when would you like is all together with the verb. To reserve, what would you like to reserve a table for? What to reserve a table and then for, asking the question. Could you send someone to repair my bedside lamp? Could you send someone? Who to send? Someone to repair. What to repair? My bedside lamps. So this is the appropriate way to make a sentence. Moving on. Please wait for the waiters to serve your food. So please wait. So this is all together with verb. Please wait for the waiters. Wait for what? For the waiters to serve your food. What to wait? The waiters to serve your food. Choose the correct sentence to describe the image. The training session lasted for 3 hours. So this training session was happening in the past. We know that it was in the past because it was yesterday. It started at 9 a.m. and it finished at 12 p.m. So the training session lasted for 3 hours. The training session is going to last for 3 hours. So this is not the correct one because we know that action already happened in the past and this is the future, so we disregard this immediately. So the training session has lasted for 3 hours, also not correct. The training session lasted for 3 hours. The training session started in the past, finished in the past, 3 hours. This is the correct one. Choose the correct sentence to describe the image. Some guests have ordered a fruit platter. So some guests have ordered a fruit platter would be the correct one. Some guests are going to order a fruit platter is not the correct because on the picture we see a waiter already bringing a fruit platter to a guest. So they have ordered it and the waiter is bringing it. Some guests are ordering a fruit platter. If this would be the correct answer, we would need to see on the picture a guest ordering a fruit platter over the phone. So this is the correct answer here. He will be master in 9 years' time. He was a master for more than 9 years. So let's see, we see somebody on his function from 2010 until present, which I assume it's more than 9 years. And we can assume based on his uniform that he's a master, which is a captain of the ship. He has been a master for over 9 years is the correct answer because it's showing since 2010 and currently in this position, which is more than 9 years. If we were thinking that he was a master for more than 9 years, this would be assuming that he finished his role of being a master and that he's not currently doing it, which we see that he is, and he will be master in 9 years' time is not the correct answer on this picture. She has been shopping is the correct one because we can see that she already shopped and this is the only possible answer. She's going to go shopping. We already see that she has a lot of bags, so she shopped already. She will probably go shopping. Again, related to this image, this is the correct answer. Yesterday afternoon, the guest is something related to the spa. Let's see, the guest is going to book a massage. So the action happened yesterday in the afternoon. The guest had booked a massage. The guest is booking a massage. So the guest had booked a massage is the correct answer because we are seeing already guests having this service in the past. So we assume that this is a massage and the guest had booked a massage because this action happened in the past. This is future tense, so this is not correct. This is present continuous tense, so this is not correct as well. Let's see. We just need to add the words related to the group category. So let's see. Galley, restaurant and administration. Sommelier is the restaurant. Maitre d' restaurant. Purser, administration. Shore excursion manager, I assume this should go on administration as well. Sous chef is galley. Galley is referred to the place where all the cooks are preparing the food on board the ship. And pot washer, also some position in the galley as well. Let's go again. Sheet is bedding. Duvet is also bedding. Soap toiletries, body lotion toiletries, coat hanger, wardrobe, shelf, wardrobe. Let's go next. Shelf, duvet, if I'm not mistaken, is the form of a mattress or something similar to a mattress. So it would be in a bedding category. So we have health problem, medical equipment, emergency, wheelchair, medical equipment, amazing, stretcher, medical equipment, health problem. So emergency is, so this might be a little tricky. Let's see. So we have serious falling. So I would put this as an emergency. Heart attack, I would also put in as an emergency. Heat stroke, health problem, and diarrhea as well, health problem. Hopefully this is the correct. Emergency, serious fall, heart attack. Yes, this is my final answer. Let's see. Physical condition, body organ, itchy skin condition. Body organ is kidney, lung as well. So itchy skin condition. So rash is the itchy skin condition. Spots, I assume this is related to skin condition as well. Physical condition, hypothermia, is when you are getting really cold. And dehydration is also physical condition when you need to hydrate. Let's go again. Main course, starter, dessert. Amazing. Ice cream, dessert. Lemon tart, dessert. Soup is starter. Beef stew, main course. Spring rolls, this is also a starter. And chicken curry, main course. So main course, beef stew and chicken curry. Starter, spring roll, soup. Amazing. Moving on. Let's see, we have 9 questions left. We now need to drag the word to label the objects in the image. The arrow points should touch the object. So let's go. Toothbrush. This is a toothbrush. Nail clippers. This is a nail clipper. Dental floss. This is a dental floss. And tweezers. Tweezers are this. Okay, that should be okay. Let's see what we have. Coaster. So this is a coaster. Straw. This is straw. Bar measure. Bar measure is this. And this is a strainer. So strainer is something that you use when making the cocktails to make it foamy. So this should be it. Moving on. We have window. Amazing. Let's put window. We have tie. Nice golden tie. Jacket. This is jacket. And we have shirt sleeve. This is a shirt sleeve. Next. Again, something related to the spa and the gym. Let's see. Exercise ball. So this is an exercise ball. Purple yoga mat. So they want us to be more specific. So purple, not blue, purple yoga mat. Floor is this. CD player is this. Moving on. Let's see. Whistle. I can say that some of the questions from the previous time that I did this test are repeating. There are some new questions, but for example, this question is the same. And throughout this test, I noticed some repetitive ones, like 10 other questions that showed previously. Buckle. So this is the buckle where you tie your life jacket. Reflective strip. So yeah, I wondered about this the last time as well. This is reflective strip as well, and this is reflective strip, but I will be putting it on the life jacket. Let's see the reflective strip and the light. If you don't know, this is actually the light on the life jacket. Yeah, I don't know how you are going to figure out that this is the light if you have never worked on the ship, but hopefully this is going to help you. This is the light on the life jacket. Yeah, this is a whistle, even though, yeah. Drag the correct word to complete each sentence. There is one word you don't need. Okay, let's see. Often at sea there is no broadband. I assume this is internet. Let's see, or connection. Let's see. What's your email address? We will be doing that by process of elimination because it's just easier. Which search engine do you use is the correct. And let's see. Often at sea there is no broadband. So the correct answer is internet, because broadband is referred to internet. In some context, connection can be an answer, but internet is more specific answer to this question. Okay, let's go 3 more questions. She found it difficult to dance in high heels. This is easy. The bar steward was pouring ice and lemonade into tall glasses, I assume. Lucy is having some minor difficulties with the dance moves. Steep. No, this is the correct one. A fire hazard will take, no, fire drill, not hazard. A fire drill will take place at 11 hours. The chef threw the fire blanket over the burning pot. So fire blanket is also some of preventative and safety measurements that you can throw over the fire. So fire blanket is the correct one. All the rubbish is fire hazard. It can be safety concern, or the fire can be induced from that rubbish. Next, okay, we have 2. What are the duties of a purser? Okay, let's see. Pursers with all the financial matters as well as many administrative tasks. Purser, deal, carry. So deal. Pursers deal with all the financial matters, administrative tasks. So deal is the correct one. Pursers handle, it wouldn't make sense. Take, no, carry. In this sentence, with only one word, adding deal is the correct one. The pursers change money and cash. The pursers change money and cash checks. So they cash checks because the only thing that you can cash from this is the checks. They also collect money from all the vending machines and internet lounges. It is the purser's job to issue the payroll, usually twice monthly, on board in cash or by transferring money to the bank account. So let's review. It's the purser's job to issue the payroll. Cause the payroll, no, you cannot cause the payroll. Item, no. Occasion, no. So accounting, no, because it's bank account. Next, let's go to the last one. Select an answer. Underwater lounge on cruise ship. A pioneering French cruise company has installed the world's first underwater passenger lounge in the hull of its new liner. This 75 square meter space is located beneath the waterline and can accommodate up to 40 people. There will be a bartender to serve drinks in this lounge. So let's see. So we need to answer here to something that is related to this previous statement. Guests can feed fish from the inside their cabin. It doesn't make sense. Dancer performs at launch of a new aquatic space. They didn't mention dancers. Size and location of the futuristic sitting room. So I would be selecting aquatic life on view for all passengers, because this is the only thing that makes sense to this statement. Non-intrusive underwater lights are installed outside the portholes to allow glowing observation of the seabed, plant life, and brightly colored fish. The lights are specially designed to ensure the marine biosphere is not harmed. Live acoustic images filmed by underwater cameras can be displayed on a large screen. The feed is available on cabin televisions if guests prefer to watch from their rooms. So actually, the correct answer to the first question, now I'm realizing, is the size and location of the futuristic sitting room. I mean, somehow it's futuristic because it's related to something that nobody has done it previously. So we are, this is a pioneering French cruise company. Because it's pioneering French cruise company, this is why it's futuristic, and it's talking about sitting room, which is a lounge, and it's talking about size and location because it's talking where it's located and how many people can fit, and 75 square meters. So aquatic life on view for all passengers is the correct answer for the second statement. Almost made a mistake there, so let's see. And the christening ceremony took place in Iceland. I've been to Iceland. Iceland is beautiful due to lack of marine life around the chilly waters outside Reykjavik. A French national free dive champion performed aquatic ballet in front of one of the large portholes instead. I think I watched this video actually, and it was very, very beautiful. She literally performed outside. It was so good that I was thinking that was AI, but let's see. Guests can feed. No, dancer performs at launch of a new aquatic space. So at launch means on the opening ceremony of that cruise ship. So this is the correct answer, and we will be moving and finalizing. We did around 51 minutes, which is not bad. Next. Question completion summary. You've answered all the questions. Finish test. Press finish. 98%. So we made a mistake at reading somewhere and at grammar. I wonder where I made a mistake. 1% less than the last time. Even though this is still quite good, majority of the recruitment agencies are asking for more than 80% and above. You need to make quite a lot of mistakes to do that. Now we can just press download. You will receive PDF that looks like this with your own personal information and the percentage here. I'm only wondering where I made the mistake. The platform is not made that way, that shows you where you actually made a mistake, but overall 98% is very, very good. If you manage to land something close to this, it is more than enough. You just download this and send this to your recruiter, or print it and save it in your personal file. My advice is to practice with similar materials, improve your listening with English videos or podcasts, and review maritime terms. This will not only help you pass the test, but also make sure your life on board is much easier. If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what part of the test you want more tips on. Good luck with your Marlins English test, and I'll see you in the next video.